Well, hello guys. I just wanted to take a few minutes and I wanted to give you just a quick training on how you can expand your network without even leaving your home. So those of you who feel like going to one more event, going to a networking event, just doing anything else to get out and make connections with other people is so incredibly hard. This is a great solution for you. Our business is a relationship building business. And so, in order to keep your funnel full, you need to be out there creating relationships. And so, I have had some conversations with some people on our team about how they just kind of feel stuck and how they don't have a full funnel going into the new year. And so I'm going to give you an option that you can use to help kind of build relationships. Now, I'm not saying this should be completely replace face-to-face interaction, but it is a really good way to build relationships, start conversations with people who may have not chatted with you in before. So the first thing I want to show you is I'm going to show you this tool, and it's called using a Facebook group. And so we use a Facebook group for our team pages, and we use them for events. But have you ever thought about building an online community using a Facebook page? Now, a Facebook group. Now, there is a difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook group. And so I want to show you a couple of things right here. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to actually mute my messages here in my email so they don't keep pinging. Okay, so a Facebook page is like a fan page, and this is an example of mine. And when I first started my business, I thought this was the way to go because I didn't want to bother my friends and family, and I was going to keep it separate. Well, these pages are dead. If you're using one and counting on getting leads, unless you're paying for advertising, it's not going to work. Your engagement is going to be way down. So let me just show you real quick. I set this up because I'm working with a business coach, and it was one of his things that he told me that I needed to get set up for my business. And so I do post on here a couple times a week, and it's usually just from my blog. But you can see here, here is 15 people reached, and I didn't boost anything, didn't pay anything. This was an organic reach of 92 people, so that is an exception to posting on this page. I have 300 people on here, but again, these pages do not appear in people's news feeds, okay? So if you're trying to build a community through a Facebook fan page, stop. It's not helpful whatsoever. You want to be creating a Facebook group. Okay, there is so many exciting things going on right now with Facebook groups, and you can personalize them. You can create a personalized URL handle and refer them in. I personally have a couple right now. I have a local one that I do for networking in Central Illinois, and then I have one called Moxie Grace. And it's just a place for women to come and to collaborate, to talk about how they want to make an impact and kind of goal searching. So that's my page there. But I was talking to my sister and my mom yesterday, and they were wanting also to create their own community. And so we did a little bit of a discussion about what kind of population they would want to tap into. Okay. Jody is a young mom, and so she wanted to talk about balancing, motherhood and a career and a virtual franchise. So she came up with Grace and Balance for her name. And what we did then is we just went into Canva and we created a logo for her, or a cover photo. And we came up with a mission statement. And so her mission statement for this group is a tribe of moms looking to find balance and a whole lot of grace in this crazy world. And so we just literally, I used the Twitter template here because it's the best one that fits in the cover photos right now. So we just did that, and I downloaded it and we uploaded it. Then we went in and we set questions for her to, let's see, I'm not an admin anymore, so I can't show you. So I'm going to go to my page here. And I'll show you some of the admin features that are amazing. So if you've heard me talk in the last year, you know that building an email list is super important because an email list is something that you own. So if you're creating a group like this, you should be asking people what their email addresses are before they join, okay? So this has a little area right here where you can ask membership questions, okay? There's 3 questions. So I always ask, what is your email? Maybe an area you're struggling with, maybe what area you're located in. So Jody would want to ask, what is your email? How long have you been a mom? What are the ages of your kids, okay? So that's that. Then you can create a personalized web address right here. And then you can also link, so if you did have, you know, a fan page, you could link it. Some people say that it actually doesn't get as much visual appearance in the algorithms if you launch or if you link it to a fan page. I haven't really seen much difference either way. So that's whatever you want to do. The other feature that I love is that you can go here and you can link other groups. So here I've linked my VIP Facebook or skincare group, and here's a group for entrepreneurs that I get a lot of requests from Rodina and Fields consultants, and this is an option then. Instead of becoming a friend, they can follow me, and then I invite them to join one of my communities. So either one of my Moxie and Grace community or my Freedom from the 9 to 5 community, okay? And that's worked really, really well for me, and it's helped me create other relationships. All right. Now, when you post a group in the coaching that I gave Jody, is that you want to do a lot of open-ended questions when you first start, okay? You don't want to overpost, so you probably want to try to post just a couple times a week. You definitely want to make sure you put your mission statement here. You want to have a post where they can introduce themselves. There she's creating connections with people, okay? Then she's putting motivational quotes and funny things. And, you know, she's just going to be sharing throughout the week different things about being a mom. But it's very important then that she's asking questions because that's where you're going to start the conversation, okay? Now, when you're going to invite someone to this group, you could just add people, which I don't suggest. People get very irritated by that. But what you can do is you can click on this blue note here. You could type a note like, hey, I would love for you to join my online community of moms trying to balance it all, Jody. And then she could go up here and then invite, all right? So I challenged her last night to send out invitations. And so she does have a mix of people that are Rodin and Fields and people that are not. The one thing, though, that I found, I had to set rules in my group because I had Rodin and Fields consultants coming on, and then they wanted to talk about Rodin and Fields. Well, this is not a group about Rodin and Fields. This is just a general group. So I did come up with rules. And if you want to check out my rules, you can ask to be added to that Moxie and Grace Academy or Moxie and Grace Facebook page. But I just really made it clear that there's no self-promo. This is a generic site. So from time to time, I may be asking you to promote what you do, but I don't want to be at all Rodin and Fields heavy. I want it to be simply a place where people can connect, can come get information. I post things like, what is your health goal, to start conversations. I actually post these questions on my open Facebook page, and then I invite people to come over based on their response. So this was a big one for me. If time, money, or other commitments were not barriers, what would you do? I posted that on my open Facebook page, and then I started getting all kinds of conversations. And so I then invited them to my group, and those that I thought would be really good for the opportunity, I invited them to learn more, asked if they would be interested. So I actually started 3 conversations from that post over the Christmas weekend. Okay, and this is also a place where I can share things like that I blog about that is related to women and just kind of wanting to find balance and make an impact, okay? And so I'm also offering a goal challenge in here. I'm asking them for, things like this. So some things get really good engagement and some don't. But the thing is that I'm being consistent. There are people popping out of the woodwork that, I haven't talked with, who haven't taken notice of anything else that I've been doing. So I am a firm believer that if you need to build your network, create a Facebook group and really be focused on your group. Think about what your niche is. Think about the quality of people that you want to join your Rodan and Fields team, okay? So think of a way that you can serve them through your community in order to build more relationships, okay? So those are my tips. I want to show you my mom's real quick because hers is super cute too. Again, these only took me a few minutes to sit down and to put together. If you need any help with that, I'm happy to kind of schedule, just a little quick time to talk you through it. But again, this video should show you everything. So right now, she did Mama's House. And so she created a community of grandmothers sharing the things that they love the most. And she has had the greatest interaction. And this was all within 24 hours. Okay. So I'm telling you, it works. The other last tips I want to give you is when you create your group, make it a community group. And again, the biggest thing is just creating a title that you can easily connect people with.